Dogs, y'all are fine. Okay. So Bronco's just a little bit reluctant to go in his crate for me. That's okay. What I'm never gonna do is just throw him in there. So I'm gonna toss a treat over there by the crate door. I'm just gonna sit down and I don't know if you can see me. I'm just gonna kind of kneel down on the ground right here just to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And so I've got treats in both hands. This is the hand I'd prefer him focus on. He's focused on the other one that's attached down to my thigh. I'm going to show him this one by putting it right up to his nose so that he can see that there's something in there. And I'm just going to ignore that his feet are on me, okay? Until both feet are off of me, and then I'm going to have him eat that treat out of my hand. And a little piece fell on the ground. If he wants to find it, he can. And so I'm just going to kind of get him going back that direction. I'm going to toss one in there. And the treats are going to disappear out of my hands. They just went in my pocket. It's like magic. Good boy. And I'm going to verbally praise, and I'm going to let him come right back out of there, okay? Because we want to make sure that he understands he's not trapped in that crate. We just need him to go in there sometimes, like if we have to run an errand or I need to run to the grocery store. This doesn't look like it's latched. You're okay, sweetheart. That bottom latch wasn't latched. That's okay. That startled you a little bit. I'm going to move my leg. Yeah, there we go. Out from underneath his little foot. So if y'all have asked him for a shake, a high five command, or anything like that, I would recommend stopping that cue until he understands that putting his feet on us and like up on countertops and stuff is not exactly what we want, right? And I kind of let him knock that treat out of my hand and towards the crate. Here, that's my phone. Yep. Generally, I have my ferret in this room, so there's a lot of cool smells in here. And that is semi-painful, but that's okay. So I toss the one in the crate into the crate. I'm going to put another one right beside the crate door. Good boy, Bronco. Good boy, Bronco. Good boy. See how he's checking to see if there's a treat in there? I like that, so I'm going to put one in there for him. It's okay. Bronco. Good boy. We're going to use a lot of treats here in the beginning, right? And the amount of treats that we use over time will decrease. Because we don't want a dog to be hesitant to listen if you don't have treats. But when we're establishing a relationship and we're establishing that trust, we want him to know that he's working for something. Because I wouldn't, we don't work for free. Good boy. You see how he's more willingly going into the crate for me this time? It's taking him a second. He's realizing he's not getting tricked. I'm just going to try to lure him this way. I'm going to show him that this other hand is empty. Good boy. Simply because luring... I'm going to show him an empty hand. Good boy. That's okay that he put his paw on me. That's all right. We're going to ignore. I'm going to show him this empty hand again. Show him the right hand is the one I want him following. And we're going to ignore that foot on my hand. I'm going to move. There you go. Good boy. I'm going to give him that treat. We're going to ignore the behaviors we don't like to get them to extinguish from happening, right? A lot of healers, most herding breeds, very intelligent breeds in general, they tend to be kind of sensitive. Their emotions and their feelings. They're sensitive dogs because they're smart. Good boy. And the more intelligent the dog, and he's pretty darn smart, the more we have to make sure that we are doing the correct things on our part to make sure they're understanding what we want from them. And this may end up being easier if I turn the crate instead of horizontally on the wall, vertically to it. So that way he has more room to go into the crate instead of just kind of step his little front feet in. I've got more room to throw it. I'm just going to open it up from this way. And throw it all the way to the back. Good boy. And again, all the way. And he may go into his crate perfectly for y'all. That's totally fine. Whoops. Smart dog. I'll accept that. Go find it. Bronco. It went behind the crate. That's okay. Good boy. I'm going to try to throw another one all the way to the back. Good boy. And see how we're letting him just come straight back out of the crate right now? That's just to ensure that he doesn't feel like he's being trapped, tricked, or in any way like his trust may need to be broken between us. Yeah, get that treat one. You get it? Yeah, you get it. I'm going to push this crate back up on the wall. Toss one all the way to the back. And try it again. Toss another one all the way to the back. See if I can get his whole body in there. Nothing quick about this, right? Nice and easy, nice and slow. Good boy. I know it went through. I'm just going to shut the door. I'm going to hand him a treat through the door, and I'm going to open it back up. And he can go find that other treat. That's fine. We'll work on impulse control later. Hi, how you doing? Lure him away, right back in there. Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to pet him. Okay, or he's going to walk away. That's also fine. How you doing? You doing good? Little mental break for him. Just kind of ignore him for a second. Pet him if he wants to be pet. Let him walk around the room. What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there? I'm just going to wait. The treat is in my hand where he can lick it, but he can't actually take it out of my hand. I'm going to throw another one all the way into the back, so if he goes all the way into the crate, I'm just going to shut one latch on the top. I'm going to hand him a treat. I'm going to scoot myself just a little bit closer. That's it. You got your tongue sticking out. Silly boy. Good boy. And anytime we're letting him back out of a crate, we don't want him to come flying out of the crate like a bat out of hell. We want him to be nice and calm about it. So what I've got is I've got some treats in this hand, and I'm going to feed through the top of the crate, okay? Just little pieces of these treats. I'm going to tap the top just to get him reinterested in what I've got up here. And if he goes to move that door with his nose, I'm just going to freeze right where I am. I'm going to shut it, and I'm just going to hold it together with my fingers. Good boy. I'm going to drop that down in there. Because we don't want him deciding when he comes out. We want to decide where his feet go, when they go there, and how they do. Good boy. And that's okay. He can come on out. I don't ever want to fight or fuss or arm wrestle with him about where he's going to go. Because if we go to grab on a dog, that's kind of scary, right? Like, I don't want to be grabbed on. I don't want someone to try to push or shove me where they want me to go. I want to be persuaded to go there by myself, right? I'm kind of a stubborn person. Saying that's okay. Saying that's okay. Heelers are one of the breeds of dogs. They kind of march to the beat of their own drum, and that's totally fine. They're super, super trainable. You've had them before. Say they all communicate a little bit different, though. Good boy. Anytime he's going to be reluctant about something, we want to bribe him, right? Instead of ever forcing, we want to bribe. And that sounds wrong, but at first, well, that's pretty cool. I didn't think you could get under there. At first, we are going to bribe. And once the bribing is working and we can get the behaviors that we like, then we start changing from bribing to rewarding. And then the reward becomes me telling you that you're a good boy and that you did a good job. And I give you a scratch behind the ears instead of constantly, that's okay, that treat one over there. Instead of having to constantly carry a bag of treats on me or something like that. Because I don't like having to constantly carry a bag of treats on me either. Good boy. And so that time I'm actually going to put him in there. Go. See, because I do need to run to the grocery store and pick up a couple things. Good boy, Bronco. Short, sweet, to the point. He's real smart. He's a good boy.